Hi Taurus, the Awakened Dreamer here to give you a weekly tarot reading for the week of September 13th to the 19th, 2021. I do want to take this moment to genuinely thank you for joining me for this reading, but I also want to remind you as well to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. But we're going to begin by pulling a message or two or three from the Green Witch Oracle deck. And while I do the initial shuffling, keep in mind that this is a general weekly intuitive reading for the sign of my lovely Tauruses, as I struggle. So take what resonates, leave a dozen for somebody else, and make sure to check out the other placements within your chart for more messages. All right, one more shuffle this way. For Taurus, to begin the reading for the week of September 13th to the 19th, 2021. Very interesting. Strength at the bottom of the deck as well as passion. There's this feeling that you're going to have to dig for your inner strength, or you just find yourself strengthened by a certain connection that you begin or continue within your life, whether it's love, friendship, or family oriented, and feeling as if a lot of you just are feeling more passionate about somebody or multiple people in your life, or maybe even about your career and your financial situation, feeling like there's something you're ready to give birth to or go after with the fertility card, and just want to do it in the best way possible, in the most mature way, feeling very, very passionate about making it possible and accomplishing just that. Okay, interesting start. But with love, there's this huge focus on love throughout the week for you. Whether it's actual romance within your life, or it's a love of your friends, acquaintances, those connections, your family, feeling as if some of you desire more love in your life, but then there's a lot of you feeling as if it's just a huge amount of love surrounding you. But then again, there's a focus on how much you love or don't love your career choices or your financial choices that you've made in the recent past up until now. And just asking yourself, how do I take all of which that I'm feeling right now and put it to a good use? Interesting. And we're moving on to longevity. And so for a lot of you, there's a huge focus throughout the week on you making the best and extending a love situation, or a situation that you feel you love or will love in the near future, and just wanting to make the best out of whatever that is for you. And it could be multiple situations, multiple areas of your life. It's going to vary from case to case, Taurus to Taurus. But feeling as if there's a point in the week or multiple points where you're like, this situation or these situations give me a sense of strength, or I feel just extra passionate about it. Seeing a lot of sevens, which is, I feel, a sign of luck and success for you. And you just being like, I want to make this happen. I want to do it in the right way and extend it to the furthest extent. It's the weirdest way of putting it. But so again, there's a focus on situations you love and how much you love them, and a situation or two that you want to give birth to, to add to that level of love and success in your life, as well as passion. All right. Wow, that was an intense start. We're going to continue by pulling 5 tarot cards for the week from the Gilded Tarot Royale deck. Some shuffling for this. There's this point, or several points in the week where you might feel extra passionate, or just maybe a little bit overwhelmed, to the point where you could just feel a little bit all over the place. Just try to center yourself, ground yourself, and balance yourself out. You'll be fine. For Taurus, to continue this reading for the week of September 13th to the 19th, 2021, of course. One's flying out. Okay. I'm going to pull the rest right from the top. Actually, I'm changing my mind. Bear with me. I'm going to keep shuffling to continue the 5-card spread. Okay. Alrighty. So we're beginning the 5-card spread with the 4 of Pentacles. So throughout the week, you're going to find yourself needing to loosen your grip just slightly, whether it comes to a job, your financial situation, and how, you know, it being aligned with the love card. It could just be in relation to how much you love your job or your financial situation and the goals you have set in place for just those 2 categories. Or you might find yourself needing to feeling inclined to control the outcome or the individual you're wrapped up with, or multiple people that you love within your life. And at times you'll be reminded by the universe that it frustrates you at the end of the day because you can't actually control another individual or people or even a situation to a certain extent. So I need to release that grip, allow for things to flow naturally, and, you know, improve oneself, right? Be a good example and inspiration, and just allow yourself to do what's necessary to see things move in the right direction in a less controlling way. And you'll see a lot less frustration and pressure involved in whatever we're talking about here, okay? Feeling like you'll also see a lot of 3s as I'm drawn to the 3 tomatoes. Again, success. And we're moving on to the Queen of Cups. I feel like there's a level of judgment as well that takes place throughout the week, especially in the beginning. Interesting. With the Queen of Cups, I feel like there's going to be a lot of emotions taking place, right? When it comes to you trying to make something last or work, or trying to give birth to something that you want to go far and just be successful in general. You might just feel like certain emotions resurface, or you're thinking back to when you were very emotional and asking yourself, well, what can I learn from this, right? How can I grow from this situation as I look at the flower and think thoroughly about a flower growing and blossoming? Feeling like part of these emotions resurfacing, you dealing with them, is to blossom into a better version of oneself. And you could even see people that you love or dealing with around you kind of going through a similar process, and it's like, okay, well, even if at times when I feel alone, I'm not, right? And we're moving on to the Knight of Swords, and I feel like there's going to be a true focus on time efficiency, on astrology as well, on a lot of Capricorns, ooh, interesting, on a lot of Tauruses needing to make the best out of the time they have, but in a less stressful way. Thinking thoroughly about the time they have left with individuals, understanding that nobody lives forever. Wow, that was intense to say the least, but we're moving on to the Knight of Swords. And so it might also be you trying to make the best out of the time you have within a situation, understanding that you want to make the best out of it and extend it as long as you can, but it might have an end point at some point in time, okay? But so you're going to find yourself wanting to take action, go towards something you want to give birth to, whether it's a new relationship, new connections, a new job, living situation, you name it. It's something that you want to give birth to. It might be a new business or hobby. But feeling like you're being pushed to utilize what you've learned and grown from over time to benefit you as you kind of soar to new heights, or preparing to do just that. People around you maybe not fully getting what you want to go after at this time, but you're just like, I got to do what's right for me, right? I love you, I care for you. Obviously, kind of feel the same way for me to a certain extent, depending on the type of connection. But it's you kind of feeling very guarded, or feeling like you're almost preparing for battle in a sense. So don't expect the worst when it comes to beginning this new chapter or giving birth to whatever it is for you, okay? And we're moving on to the Page of Swords. That's 2 swords in a row, actually 3. And so as you move through the week, you're going to be pushed at certain points to take a beginner's mindset on your situation or multiple situations, even your life as a whole. It could be specifically one individual that you care for, or that truly cares for you, or both, obviously. And you just feeling as if you need to learn more about them, even if you know them really well, given that we're all changing, developing, and growing. And so it's almost this feeling that you want to get to know them even better. You want to discover new layers within them, or just feeling as if they should learn that more about you as well, or one or the other, given you are still blossoming, changing, growing, and becoming a better version of yourself day to day, week by week. And being aligned with the 4 of Pentacles, it's like going through this process of you wanting to learn more about them, or wanting to learn more about whatever it may be for you. It could just be a new skill set or just researching things left and right, reading new books. But it's you needing to loosen that grip when it comes to that connection or those connections, or just trying not to utilize the gaining of knowledge to control a situation or to see a perfect outcome, to understand that nothing is meant to be perfect, and to accept that everything will unravel and be as it's meant to be. Okay, everything happens for a reason as well. You can see here there's multiple times in the week, if not the whole week, where you and even people around you will be feeling very stern, very serious, very focused on your goals, and just seeing things work out in your favor. Ten of Swords. And so as the week moves on, there's going to be a focus on completion. You might feel a bit depleted. It's this feeling that you're going to keep going, you're going to keep working, you know, you'll implement self-care here and there, take time to rest, but you just feel kind of either dead inside at certain points or just a bit out of it. Feeling like you're lacking resources, but you'll be reminded by the universe that you have enough to keep going as long as you truly believe in what you're giving birth to or the goals you have set in place. Feeling like when you're trying to communicate something, there's just background noise or someone interrupts you, and that in itself irritates you. Interesting. And being aligned with the Queen of Cups is just this moment where when you're feeling extra depleted, you'll find yourself either at work or with interacting with certain people or just trying to get done certain chores or to-dos, fulfill certain obligations, and you find yourself feeling overly emotional. It's just like, ugh, I'm only feeling this way, or this is only resurfacing because I feel so depleted, or I feel so kind of out of it, right? Very tired. You know, when you feel extra tired, those emotions just kind of grow unnecessarily. And so you need to try to implement time moving forward, if you can't this week, to relax, take a vacation, take care of yourself, self-care, okay? And you might find that other people in your life notice this and are like, you need to take care of yourself, okay, Taurus? I'm not trying to be rude, but you work very hard. You're very diligent when it comes to completing your goals. So we're going to finish off by pulling a message or two from the Find Your Happy deck. I feel the need to also say, don't be extra defensive when it comes to people trying to remind you to take care of yourself or to do this or that. I feel like it comes from a good place. It may just not come off in the right way. You're not digesting in the right way because you're so tired or depleted. Okay. I allow myself to feel. It is a detox for my soul. So when these emotions come to be or, you know, resurface, feel them, learn from them, grow from them, and move right on. Do not sit in them and allow that to become a level of depression, okay? There's a reason for it. Situations don't hurt, expectations do. And I'm compassionate with myself. It takes time to heal. And so it's this feeling that as you at times want to try to control other people or situations, or you feel that way, someone else feels that way about you, it's you being reminded by the universe that your expectations at times are too high, right? That expecting people to be more like you or to be perfect to a certain extent. And please don't take that offensively. Just to adjust your expectations slightly to move forward and see things happen more organically and naturally, whether it's a relationship or with a job or whatever the case may be. And feeling like you're just going to continue to go through an immense amount of healing this week, as well as certain individuals that surround you at this time. Again, as emotions pop up here and there, and just allow yourself to rest, implement more self-care, and go through this healing process in the most productive and mature manner. All right? So Taurus, I hope this reading was truly helpful. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. I hope you have the most amazing week, and I'll see you next time. Bye, Taurus.